Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my friends from all over the world. Welcome to the stream. So a bit of sad news for today. The Laborious bot is not working. I've contacted the Streamlabs support, and apparently I cannot turn the chatbot back on from the dashboard, but we're looking into it, so hopefully this will be solved. The commands are not working for today, that's about it really, so nothing major for sure. Everything else is working just fine. And I have also delayed this weekly stream, the daily stream on weekdays with half an hour, just so I make sure I finish my work for the day, and then I can stream for an hour and a half, Mondays to Fridays, and of course the longer stream on Saturdays. You can check out the schedule on the channel. And without boring you, without any further ado, let's continue where we left it off yesterday. And for that, we have to avoid critical strike avoidance, that's for sure. Let's go with the avoid enemies do more damage. So objective of this stream is basically, and I will also update the info here, I will show you just what I'm doing. I am killing the Elder Gaspar in the last ruin monolith, and we're also going to keep track of drops for the day. So I think you can see the information now in the upper left corner, and let's see what we can do here. Maybe also turn up the game volume a bit. Let's avoid those spires, because this corruption level 509 was it? Maybe a bit higher. They hit you like there's no tomorrow. And if you're new here, I just started the stream a week ago. Well, I guess it's already 10 days ago. I'm working hard to improve the production value of the stream. I'm currently streaming Last Epoch, but if you check out the info section on the channel, you'll see I'm interested in all types of ARPG, hack and slash games, and all those nice roguelike, roguelite indie games. And there's a lot of content I can show you. I have a collection of a lot of games and not too much time to play them. And I just want to share this passion with you guys. I talk a lot, I'm sometimes annoying. I like to learn my games inside out. And yeah, hope to find like-minded people who like to be part of this community. So the character I'm playing, because you cannot see my build, commands are not working for the day, is a static orb, lightning blast sorcerer, so mastery of the mage class. It seems to be the best build for a sorcerer right now, if you consider both damage output and survivability. I would always think a frost sorcerer would be better, but apparently this lightning one does more damage, and it can also shock enemies, which means it incapacitates them. They cannot attack you, they cannot move, so it's basically like if you would freeze them. So only one spire, it's not that bad, we're already done with this. Here we go. It's all good. I hope the sound balance between the music and the game itself is just right. But I think I've gotten the settings mostly where I want them to. But every day I'm finding something new. So today I worked a bit on adding a video intro to the stream. It's always helpful. So yeah, we're in no hurry, we're just getting warmed up for the evening. For the next hour and a half I'm going to be here, and I'm also going to close the second computer I have here. It's basically my work computer, but my work day is done, so that's all she wrote. Thank you guys, and see you tomorrow. Not you, but my colleagues, let's say. I work as a software developer, and thankfully we can still work remotely. I don't know for how long, but that saves me a lot of time commuting, which I can then use instead of commuting for 2 hours a day, basically to do a daily stream on weekdays as well for an hour and a half, which would instead be my commute. Should it be, you know, should the cars turn and having to go back into the office. But for now, it seems to be still working like this. So yeah, of course, you cannot see my bot. What I basically did today was change the name of the bot. Streamlabs offers a bot that's called Streamlabs, and I wanted to rename it to, I don't know, Laborious the bot or something like that, which I did. Everything worked fine, but unfortunately I couldn't turn the chatbot back on in the dashboard. It's a silly little thing, really. I cannot activate the button. There's something in the backend. I'm a web developer myself, so I kind of understand what the issue is, but we have to get back in touch with their developers, and their developers are in the US, probably on the West Coast, because there's a 9-hour difference from where I'm living in Berlin to where they are. So yeah, they will need to look into the issue, and I don't know, maybe manually activate it for my account. I don't know how that works on their side. But yeah, I've communicated the issue 4 hours ago and still no answer, so I guess their developers are just waking up. It is what it is, right? So let's see. Not sure if you can see the game well here, because the brightness is on very bright, but I don't know, I'm doing some extra dark echoes today, it seems. Well, some gloves. I'd like to take some gloves because gloves are, let's say, rarer than normal. And it's okay, we have enough stability, we can still do this one. Of course, with the 2 void spires and me talking about the chatbots and the like, and also a very dark map template, I cannot see a lot. When now we're done with the spires, we're going to close a gate. So yeah. I'm also multi-streaming on YouTube and on Facebook Gaming. I'm not sure how much added value Facebook Gaming is bringing to the brand, let's say, but hey, Mixer is dead, so not much else you can share it on. And I'm not an Instagram kind of guy to do stuff like Instagram or TikTok shorts. I don't think this applies to the kind of content I'm providing. And they also give me an option to stream on something called Trovo. I don't know what Trovo is, to be honest, but I'll have to look into it if it's worth it. Since it's there, sure, why not? I don't mind adding content there as well. I'm actually quite happy with what I'm getting from Streamlabs at the moment. Increased lighting damage, interesting. Elemental resistance, void resistance. Let me actually take this and see if... so I'm losing some elemental resistance, meaning also cold. If I do the teleport, my elemental resistance is being raised. That's pretty good, but yeah. Also, the spell critical chance is what I'm worried about, because basically this is why I'm wearing this amulet. You can see without it I have 49% spell critical strike chance, and with it I have 63% spell critical strike chance. And why is that important for me? Outside of damage, I have the Twisted Heart of Icaros, and this, whenever I cast a spell, you see it takes a percentage of my health, turns it into ward. Ward is going down fast because I don't have a lot of ward retention. And to regain the health, whenever I critically strike an enemy, health is regained with the Prism Wraps. So I like to have a high spell critical strike chance, so if I change this amulet with something else, I basically lose 14% spell critical strike chance. So I'm going to keep it for now. Oh, and don't even look at my resistances, guys. I think resistances are overrated in this game. I have 11% poison resistance, and it's not that bad. I have 42% necrotic resistance, and at least if I avoid these big guys boulders, it's gonna be alright. I hope so. Hope so. Yeah, I have to avoid that big boulder now. Regain some mana. We're almost done. Is he still there? Okay, not anymore. Oh, managed to do it. Just warming up for the day. So weekly streams, a bit shorter. I mean daily streams. I'm thinking of weekdays when I'm saying it. I do daily streams on weekdays, Mondays to Fridays, but these are a bit shorter, just after work. An hour and a half. And the weekly stream is on Saturday evening, 8 p.m. Central Europe time, 2 p.m. East Coast time. And that one is, of course, longer, 3-4 hours. And then we can actually have time to get deeper into it. But usually in these daily streams I have time to do Gaspar at least once, maybe twice. So it's good. We're at what, 679 kills now for Gaspar, so we're going on to kill 80. And the Ravenous Void Grind is... Ravenous Void is probably the rarest item in the game right now. It's a pair of gloves that give you a damage reduction buff that stacks. And it's what I want, it's what I need. But in order to get them, the best way is to farm Elder Gaspar, that's for sure. The boss from the last Ruin Monolith, or the last monolith in the timelines. And in order to improve your drop chance, it's recommended to raise your corruption to about 500. I would say 550 perhaps. So that with modifiers you get 500% increased item rarity when you're fighting Gaspar. And with 500% increased item rarity, it's basically the maximum value in order to cap the drop rate at the maximum of 3%. So the gloves have a theoretical drop chance of 3%, but in order to get it 3 times out of 100, you would need about 500% increased item rarity. You don't get it by default. Well, don't need to move that fast. Better slower and not dying. Preferable to moving fast and dying all the time, of course. Especially since we're pretty far into this echo. I'm just trying to get some more bonus stability. That's always nice, because we need 900 stability to fight Gaspar, but also if we have some nasty modifiers going on, or if we die, we lose stability as well. And if we lose too much stability, then we need to do one more echo and lose all our modifiers, something like that, if they don't last for too long. So it's always preferable to plan ahead. But hey, when you kill Elder Gaspar for like 40 times, 80 times, excuse me, then you kind of get used to it, get into your routine, and know what you have to do. I'm not sure there are a lot of crazy people just doing what I'm doing, but yeah, it's also good content for when starting out with a stream. So I guess we can get out now. I think I have this one already. I don't keep a lot of hammers in the stash because they take a lot of slots. 6 slots, is it? Okay, so we can start planning ahead with the modifiers. 50% increase movement speed and damage, sure. It lasts for 5 echoes, that's good. This one also lasts for 5 echoes. Do we have one for 6? Not the critical strike avoidance one, of course. Increased damage, endurance, heal. I don't even see any modifier that lasts for 6 echoes. I don't think this one gives us a lot, 40%. I'd like something a bit higher. Yeah, sure. Let's take this one with Deadly. So what Deadly is, you can press Alt when hovering upon the echo, and you can see Deadly gives 100% more damage dealt. So it doesn't say increased damage, it says more damage dealt. So basically it doubles their damage, and it stays that way until you kill them. So that's why the item rarity is so high. It basically doubles their damage if you don't hit them often enough. So you have to be careful about that at Gaspar, right? Because he covers himself in that bark, that tree bark, and I'm sometimes under the impression I'm not hitting him when he's in that bark tree, although his life drops times. Doesn't, so we might get a serious damage increase. Gaspar, and when he's doing the rotating thing with the magic, when the elemental magic, then we have to somehow protect ourselves with Flame Ward and whatever else we got. So yeah, whenever I'm hitting him with Light Blast, which is my single target ability, Lightning Blast, then I get ward increase, and with the extra ward I get from Flame Ward as well, I should be fine when he's doing the rotating stuff. I don't think running around when he's doing the rotating things helps. Not enough of mana, so let's focus a bit, not die. Let's get to patrolling mobs. I've never seen this one before. Carnivor's Claim. Increased spell lightning damage. Increased lightning spell critical strike chance. Wait a minute, what is this? Plus 21 spell lightning damage. Increased mana regen. 100% of mana converted to ward when you reach full mana. Guys, I don't know what this is, but this is pretty darn good, I'd say. So I'm actually going to try it out. Hey, Commonor's music, exactly. I think I put it in the title. I am farming Gaspar for a Ravenous Void, and I'm going to show you Ravenous Void on Last Epoch Tours as well, which is a pair of gloves that actually is pretty good for a lot of classes. So let's see. Yeah, this is the one. So basically what it does, you get 3 stacks of what is called Void Barrier, which reduces all types of damage on you. So you get 15% less damage. And then if your life drops below your endurance threshold, you get 3 extra stacks. So it gets overloaded, and then you get 6 stacks in total times 5, 40% damage, reduced damage from all sources. The only downside is that you get a void debuff, or yeah, Mimic Hunger is an ailment, but you can use potions to cleanse it. So there is an affix to cleanse debuffs when using potion, and you can add that affix to the belt. So basically Mimic Hunger is not a problem. You get 15% damage reduced and 40% damage reduced when you drop below your endurance threshold. You also take less void damage, physical damage taken as void, and it also increases your endurance threshold by default. So it's pretty crazy as a defensive item. It's hard to get, but basically the best chance to get them is to farm Gaspar for it. And as you can see in the info in the upper left corner, I've killed him 79 times already, but of course while also increasing the corruption so that I can increase my item rarity percentage, and then I get a better chance of actually getting the gloves from him. So yeah, let me actually try out this scepter. Which I didn't take, because this looks like a pretty good thing for my mage, for my sorcerer, lightning based, and I never seen it before. Carnivor's Claim. So increased spell lightning damage, increased lightning spell critical strike chance, which is very important for me. Spell lightning damage, increased mana regen, which is also important for me, and if when I reach full mana, 100% of mana is converted to ward. It also has one LP, so I can turn it into a legendary item. Nice, nice, nice. So let's switch out my wand with this. Basically, I get reduced cast speed, adaptive spell damage, increased stun chance. That's not important. Okay. And if I look at the statistics here and I put this one on, yeah, increased lightning damage looks like it's taking a hit here. But let's just test it out. Let's see if we actually do more damage or less. I think I'm doing a bit less damage, to be honest, and I don't see the statistics in it either. I'm not sure if it actually improves my spell critical strike chance or not, but I think I'm doing less damage with it, so it looks cool in theory, but in practice the one I had on was better. Yeah, I'm just doing less damage now, significantly less damage. So let's just switch the wand and see if we fare better with it. I think I do. Yeah, I'm doing more damage with the wand. Too bad. It sounded exciting, as most unique items do. Yeah, so the target is getting the Ravenous Void. Oops, I didn't complete the echo. The target is getting the Ravenous Void, and that's why I'm farming Gaspar for it, because otherwise I would have done something else with my life, in this game at least. And Ravenous Void will also help me a lot when starting to farm tier 4 Julra in the Temporal Sanctum. I need to get the tier 4, so the last tier of Jura, in order to turn this baby into a legendary item. Because it's a level 80 item. And I think everything above level 75 you need to do tier 4 Jura. And I'm kind of dying right now. It seems I don't have enough defenses to do it. I don't have 4000 HP with this class, of course, and the ward, I don't have a lot of ward retain. It drops by pretty fast. So I need, you know, something else to get my defenses up. And I was thinking, hey, why not the Ravenous Void? Especially since I'm not looking to get any major content updates, I don't think. The developers said mostly that we're focusing on multiplayer side and also on improving performance and stability. So maybe slowly but surely moving towards fixed release date. Who knows? And now I'm starting to get the modifiers for Gaspar, so basically increasing my item rarity, so that maybe, just maybe, we can fight him with 500% or more increased item rarity. Let's hope I don't get any connection drops today. Yesterday was kind of annoying. It didn't last long, but still, it just ruins your entire feng shui, right? I live in Berlin, in Germany, and Germany isn't famous for its internet connection quality, let's say. Even in a big city like Berlin is, I don't know why they are not just covering the entire city with optic fiber. That's not for me to say. So drops a unique item just like that. I don't think I've ever seen a shrine like this. Jungle Queen's Chefs of Holding. Did they add some new unique items? Did I miss patch notes or something like that? Because I haven't seen this either. Interesting. Maybe this way. This one revives. This one with the familiar modifier, revive after 2 seconds, and these are the most annoying. Especially when there's scarabs, they revive, they charge at you again. And farming for the Ravenous Void gloves is also one of the reasons why I'm still playing this class and not doing like maybe other streamers are doing, leveling up some new builds. I'm also happy with this build. I played before a Primalist and a Blade Dancer, and yeah, I usually like wand types, sorcerers, range classes, so I'm pretty happy with this build. But I also want to get the Ravenous Void gloves, at least one pair, so I can switch it out between characters afterwards if I find something better I want to play. It's also kind of cool to keep track on stream and see how many times we killed Gaspar, what the drops for the day from Gaspar are, right? Because I'm not adding any other drops in the drops today. These are just drops from Gaspar, right? I say compared to Diablo 2 in Last Epoch, they found a way to mix up items with the crafting system, of course. It's pretty hard to find anything better than the rune system in Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction, to be honest, but I'm sure they know what they're doing. They seem to be pretty knowledgeable about this type of games, and they already thought up some pretty good systems, quite surprising systems, and yeah, I'm looking forward to see what else they'll come up with in the future. So I'm staying around for a while, that's for sure. Chance to slow, no thank you. We have 401 increased item rarity. Yeah. And also resistances and void enemies. Yeah, okay. So let's maybe do this one and another one, something with increased damage with about 50% item rarity, and then we'll see if we still need anything. So let's maybe try and do this one faster, because I'm not interested in the stability, I'm not interested in the rewards from the Echo either. I have about 180 hours played. Not about, that's about it. With this character I think I played almost 130 hours. Not very sure. I have, I don't know, 4,500,000 gold, and I bought with the gold I had like 40 stash tabs. So I've been playing with it for a while. How about you? Been playing Last Epoch for long? I guess much longer than I am anyway, because I bought the game 2 years ago. I played it for like 30 hours or so, went through the campaign. We just released Act 8 then. In the meantime, we also released Act 9, of course. And yeah, leveled the Primalist, Werebear or something like that. Back at the time when the Werebear was looking like a zombie or something like that. A zombie bear walking on two legs. And then I kind of put it aside. I tried to learn Path of Exile. Actually from scratch, because I only played Path of Exile at release in 2014. So yeah, 2020 and part of 2021 I streamed Path of Exile. I only did that on YouTube. Now I'm streaming on Twitch, but I'm multi-streaming. I'm also streaming on YouTube and Facebook Gaming at the same time. And yeah, I kind of got the hang of Path of Exile, and there were some things I didn't like a lot about the playstyle, I guess, about the game itself. It just wasn't for me. Doesn't mean it's not a great game. So then, you know, I started having fun playing Last Epoch again. After all the patches, monolith system implemented, everything good. So they did a lot of work in the past 2 years. Now let's see how the multiplayer looks. So we're done, yeah? Okay. Let's go to the next one, because we don't need to farm the stability right now. Let's see what else happens. Resistance is no thank you. Increased damage and critical strike chance. This is gonna hurt, but I guess it's what we need to do. Let's do this one as well. Increase our item rarity. Yeah, I like games like Diablo 2 and even Diablo 2 Resurrected, Grim Dawn and Last Epoch. I actually talked about it and did a highlight on my YouTube channel about it. The PoE game style is very fast, and it's not fun for me, not because my hands hurt or anything like that, but just I either one-shot the mobs or they one-shot me. I either one-shot the screen of mobs or they one-shot me. And there's also the entire meta of speed map farming. And I was spending, because it's so fast and I get tired of it, I was spending more time on external websites like PoE Ninja, spending time on the trade site, spending time in Path of Building, designing builds. And I don't want to play an ARPG just to play, I don't know, Excel. I want an ARPG that I'm actually having fun playing. Also a bit more tactical, not just pressing the buttons and deleting everything on the screen, or getting one shot, you don't even know what killed you. So yeah, but my top 3 favorites are Diablo 2 and Grim Dawn, and also Titan Quest. I still play from time to time, the predecessor from Grim Dawn. And as I've been playing Last Epoch, yeah, I think I've played it in the past 3 months. I played this character, so 120 hours in 3 months, considering I'm not playing games or streaming 8 hours a day. It's pretty good, so I'm actually having fun playing it. And I'm also glad I found this build. Too bad the chatbot commands are not working today. Chatbot is dead. Contacted Streamlabs support. Waiting for an answer. Because I have a command exclamation mark build where you can see an updated build of my character. So common hours, what mastery are you playing? What class are you playing in Last Epoch right now? What's your favorite? Excuse me, I fell asleep a bit. And yeah, I do hope there's no delay between the stream and the chat, because I was told Twitch is good. On YouTube I had a lot of delay between the stream and the chat itself, but on Twitch people were telling me it's good. So hopefully I don't ask a question and the viewers see what I'm asking or answering 15 minutes later or something like that. Yeah, just look for the void gate, seal it, and get out of here, in and out, just like bank robbery. So what kind of necromancer? I've seen a fire necromancer with skeletal mages, I think, but no bone golem. Build from Action RPG, I think he's called. He also has a YouTube channel. Because most likely my second class will be a minion necromancer, because I have a lot of items saved for it. I usually play sorcerers and necromancers in this type of games. So low life is like compensating with ward, right? Just like the occultist in PoE, when you select that passive skill tree point where all your life is converted to ward and you just have 1 HP. I suppose that's what low life is. Interesting. So you went with the bone golem. Oh man, not my day today. But I'd rather talk with you guys. So I don't really understand just yet how resistances work in this game. For example, I have 11% poison resistance. I don't even care. There are not that many poison mobs in this game, and doesn't seem to make a lot of difference if you cap your resistances, especially elemental resistances or not. You still get a lot of damage. I guess it depends on the modifiers. Let me tell you, modifiers that only increase damage or increase health points are boring. It's just artificial difficulty. It's not real difficulty or fun modifiers. Whoops. I'll actually finish this one quick instead of dying. Lack of concentration, I guess. But they do hit pretty hard with these modifiers. Increased damage and critical strike chance 340%. I don't even know what that is. Increased movement speed and damage. Deadly, they have not been damaged recently. Maybe this is the reason, because it basically doubles their damage, and I was just looking around anywhere else but on the screen, and then they doubled their damage and killed me. But now we're good. So I guess not any more damage mods for us. 397%, but we can still do 2 echoes to improve our item rarity. So let's see what we have here. 80% increased health and damage, please. I don't think I can take that. Increased damage with 47%. Increased health. I guess I can take this increased health one. What else do we have here? Increased health and focus on attacking players. This one lasts for 2 echoes less, so it's better. Endurance. Shred armor on hit. That's always a crowd favorite. 60% item rarity. Shred armor on hit is good for me because I don't have a lot of armor. But it's an arena, so it's gonna be fun. Let's focus a bit. Whew, okay. So that's good. That's good rarity, and maybe take that one which increases the mob's health, because I think we're pretty much capped on the damage we can take. 79%, but this one was the one that lasts for 6 echoes, so let's take this one. 80% versus 79%, but lasts for 4 echoes. It's pretty good, it's pretty good. We're actually going to get at 505 5% increased item rarity, so afterwards we'll do Gaspar. So, interesting modifier. That's actually an interesting question. And I'm thinking Diablo 2 or Diablo 3 modifiers. So something like adding an aura, maybe a vampiric aura to mobs when they hit you, they replenish health. So instead of when they hit you, they shred armor on hit, they get a vampiric aura. This is one thing, for example, could be interesting. Health leech. What about you? Would you like to see any specific modifiers added in the game? Not sure if it's of any use to show my overlay here with the chat. At least not yet. But thank you, Kamanaris, for at least talking to me, so I don't feel all by myself here. Once the chat gets more lively, I also have this overlay. We can show the chat somewhere on the screen at times. So yeah, health leech modifier, of course, because we have the echo objectives, there are some modifiers. The objectives themselves are modifiers, like the spires and all that jazz, fighting specific types of mobs at the gates. So yeah, enemies getting health on hit, I think that would be interesting. I mean, you can see auras are implemented because you have these mobs with the golden aura that protect their friends from range damage. So I'm sure they'll add more. It's just, what I like about Last Epoch is that they already thought about everything beforehand, and they implemented the systems right from the start. So they implemented really good systems. You can just add on them modularity, right? So this is what I like about the game. They also seem to be listening to the community, and I'm sure they'll be running their own statistics, see how people play, what people enjoy, what they don't, and you know, just modify the game accordingly, because ARPGs nowadays are live service game, I think it's called, and yeah, every season, every league, every cycle, as it's called in Last Epoch, should also bring something new to the game. It's one of the reasons Diablo 3 suffered so much, because the developers were still adding content old school, like 3 expansions every 2 years, I guess was their plan. And in the meantime, Path of Exile was just adding something new every 3 months. So we're good, and we're going to do Gaspar just now. Goodbye. What I'm really curious about Last Epoch is how multiplayer will turn out, because implementing multiplayer, for example, for monoliths is pretty complicated. So consider you have this reward room, but you also have the hub. So this is an instance, the reward room. Another instance is the hub, no reward room. And another instance is, of course, the echo. And some players will be here, some players will be in the echo, and if the netcode is not good, it might cause some problems. And also, I'm curious, if you're playing multiplayer, okay, how do you select the next echo you're going to do? Are you going to roll for it? Are you going to... I guess a roll system would be okay. So everyone chooses an echo, might not be the same, right? And when you roll for it, and whoever rolls the highest gets to take everyone else in that echo. Or maybe we're just going to scratch the entire web when you're doing multiplayer monoliths. I don't know. It will be interesting to see. Thank you, my friend. I guess we have enough stability, even if we die. It's not a big pressure, so it's not a high pressure, excuse me. English is of course not my native language, but I'm doing my best. Yeah, so you can see if the boss leaves me alone, I can get up to 3,000, even more, 3,500 ward on top of my HP. If I don't have to move and I don't run out of mana, but then the ward decreases pretty fast. My ward retention isn't the best. And after this one, he's going to do the void thing, I think. Yeah, it's good enough. He doesn't do a lot of damage. I can absorb the damage with my flame ward and the ward generated by lightning blast with Twisted Heart. And he doesn't have a lot of HP either, so he's not doing the void thing. Okay. Yeah, I don't see any gloves, so we're just going to keep on keeping on. We're going to keep the current one. Wow, 2 temporal sanctum keys. Yeah, this is funny. I'm going to update the drops today. Actually going to add boss drops today. Pure temp sanctum. It's funny because yesterday on the stream I killed him once, 450-ish% increased item rarity, and all he dropped was a temporal sanctum key. Now at least with over 500 we get 2 temporal sanctum keys. So yeah, we're making progress. Let me also update the counter here. 80. So maybe 80 more, hey? Probably not 80 more, but I can realistically expect another 50, 40, 50 kills. With a 3% drop chance for the gloves, now at this item rarity. 3 times out of 100, but that's only statistics, right? So it doesn't mean you get the gloves if you kill him 43 times. You might need to kill him 40 times, you might need to kill him only 11 times, who knows? Of course, not all unique items in the game are that hard to get. This is just the hardest, because you have to be a bit insane to kill Elder Gaspar 150 times. I guess this is why I decided to stream, because I couldn't do this on my own. It was just it was just the death of passion to do this on my own. But now at least we can grind together. Yeah, I actually turn out the numbers, because I don't like numbers jumping out of mobs when I shoot at them. And you can do this in the gameplay, display damage numbers, right? I'm actually curious what numbers I can see now. On death effects, you mean generally, or in my case if I kill them with lightning? They did say they are working on making the combat more satisfying, whatever that means. So I think in the next months and until the release, we are going to focus on death animations as well. Wow, so many numbers. My eyes hurt already. So I'm going to turn this off. I don't think my DPS is so good. I think my DPS is pretty shit. I'm lacking some better items, but I do have a lot of increased lightning damage for sure. So increased lightning damage, with all the buffs it can go up to 900%. Up to 900% I think. Or maybe 150%, I don't know. I changed some items and I didn't check that. Welcome, welcome my friends, don't be shy, come right in. This is a new stream, I started it a week ago and currently playing Last Epoch, as you can see. We're farming the Ravenous Void Gloves at Elder Gaspar. A channel follow would be nice. Don't be shy, you know you want to. I stream daily. This is the daily stream. You can check out the schedule. I also do a longer weekly stream on Saturday. Don't be afraid to ask questions in chat. I'm always happy to answer and talk to you guys. That's why I'm streaming afterwards. And as I was saying, after killing Elder Gaspar 80 times, I think I killed him for like 50 times before starting to stream. It was getting so boring just farming for the Ravenous Void Gloves. And I said, hey, why not stream? It's like when you're doing something pretty repetitive, pretty boring, but when you're, you know, in a nice group of people, you can talk your time away and you don't feel alone anymore, just farming Elder Gaspar for 150 times for a pair of fucking gloves. And then we're going to release multiplayer and online characters. And we'll have to start all over again, do it all over again. Let me get some mana. I like that I can hide behind boxes and stuff and they actually don't shoot at me anymore. I didn't see any bugs with that in the game, which I would have totally expected in a beta. But collision detection and stuff like that works pretty well. I haven't seen any bugs. Oh, this is getting insane. 70% only charged. Oh my god. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. There are too many horrors now. Running out of mana. There are too many horrors spawned now. Look at that. No, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. Maybe just restart it. Yeah. So either get killed or restart it. I don't know. Because we're going to fill out the entire map. Maybe I'll go over, yeah, the next. I'll come from around here. And maybe, just maybe I'll be able to finish it. Let's see. There we go. No one's here now. Oh, good thing I could circle around the map. This never happened before, for example, so you can make your grinding time fun, right? Yeah, maybe something I'm not very happy about when it comes to yeah, the potion system in this game. They did implement originally, I read about it, they implemented originally a flask system similar to PoE, so you would gain charges for the flasks as you kill mobs. But then they scrapped it and they added something more similar to Diablo 3, right? So these potions that drop. But yeah, mana potion would be nice. I mean, I do have focus, right? And it also has in the skill tree I get something like a momentum, so when it does like this pop, then it kind of doubles the mana I gained up to that point. But a mana flask would be nicer, let's say. I think even if you die in an echo where there is that thing that spawns the void monsters, we have to close it. I'm having a lapsus now. But even if you die there, you still get the same objective. Maybe this has something to do with the monolith, because it's the last ruin. It has to do with void mobs. But whenever the beacon, right? To clear the beacon or whatever. So I died like 4 times in an echo where I had to seal a beacon, close out a beacon, and I always got that same objective. So maybe it's a monolith thing. I'm not sure. So even if I died back there, I would have still needed to do the beacon. Well, that's always risky because you just keep spawning mobs. You keep spawning mobs, and if you're not careful, they're just going to fill out the entire map. Basically, I use the static orb for group mobs, and normally I shouldn't just fire it at packs of free mobs. I should run around a bit, gather the mobs, and then throw the static orb at them, because 35 mana for a static orb, that's a lot. And maybe I'm not just efficiently gathering all the mobs, but then again 510 corruption or whatever it is. It's insane, right? I'm only doing this corruption level because I want to increase my item rarity at Gaspar to improve my chances to get Ravenous Void. so that maybe instead of having to kill him 150 times, I can get away with only 100 kills. Well, we'll see. We'll see. The counter does not lie. You can see it in the upper left side of the screen, and we're already at 80 kills, which include, of course, raising the corruption to 500. So I guess the first more than 50. 60 kills were for the 500 corruption. When I started to stream, I had like 50 kills and I was at 400 corruption. I don't even know anymore. I was at about 400 corruption when I started streaming, with 50-ish Gaspar kills. For comparison's sake, common hours, you said you play a necromancer. What's the mana like? What is your max mana, let's say? Because for me, I only keep the mana at above 300 because of the idols, and I can show you. Hopefully nothing kills me. So I'm going for these capacitive idols, and what these do is they increase the lightning damage, and the percentage gets doubled if I have over 300 max mana, right? And also more increased lightning damage if I have lightning ages, which is a buff I get when my static warp crits. It's a skill tree thing. We can farm some more bonus stability and prepare for the next round of Gaspar. Today is the daily short stream, so normally in 15 minutes I would have to go away, but I'll stay here with you guys until we do Gaspar once more, so maybe a bit longer. But don't get used to it because my schedule is pretty tight, so if you want to make sure you catch me online, want to have some fun together, then you can follow the channel. It's called the channel on Twitch too, right? You can follow the stream and check out the schedule section, because that's the most accurate way to see if I'm streaming or not. If, I don't know, one day I cannot stream for some reason, you will see that the stream is cancelled. Or if I'm going on vacation, I'm gonna put on the vacation mode. So the channel schedule is the best way to catch me. Or if you just need an update right now on the stream, I stream daily, Mondays to Fridays, the short daily stream, starting from 5:50 p.m. Central Europe time until 7 Central Europe time. So 5:50 p.m., 5:30 p.m. Central Europe time -6, it's 11:40 East Coast time. And on Saturdays I do the weekly stream, which is longer than that, 3 hours, 4 hours, however long we wanna stay around. And that starts at 8 p.m. on Saturdays, Central Europe time, 2 p.m. East Coast time, and 11 a.m. West Coast, right? It's a 3-hour difference between East Coast and West Coast. And this Sunday, for example, I was online, just a surprise stream, but it was a bit of a late night stream. I couldn't really talk, so I just put some music on, got some nice royalty-free music, stuff like that, and did a 3-hour stream, just music and gameplay. Sorry guys, the wife came home. She doesn't work from home, so yeah. I might have to go offline in 15 minutes after all, keeping to the schedule. Sorry to ruin your fun, but it is what it is. So let's do a couple more echoes, then we'll log off for today. But if you enjoyed it, you can help me out by following the stream on Twitch. I also stream on YouTube and yeah, on Facebook Gaming. Apparently, it was an option for the multi-stream. I don't know who watches Facebook Gaming. I don't personally, but maybe someone does in this world. Happy wife, happy life, you know it, man. Whoops, too many festering cultists and these do a lot of damage. I'm out of mana. I don't think I'm going to be able to get out of this pickle. So maybe do something else beside an arena, because we have a lot of options here. Don't really need to do that one. Critical strike avoidance, no thank you. Hi. I never check out the map template when I click on an echo, you know, because I right click it to teleport to it. Would be nice to actually be more careful, pay attention, and see what type of map template I'm getting myself into, because some modifiers for the arena is too much. It's zoomed. I know what you mean. Thank you to let me know. The reason for that is that my output, I've set it to 1080p. Let me just check. And I think because this is a new stream, Twitch only allows me to stream in 720p. And I think this is the reason. Let me just check. I see what you mean, but I don't think that's a very big issue. I can see that the action bar is a bit cut off. I'll have to fix that up soon. So I'm actually streaming with this baby here, and maybe you can show me which options I can choose for that, because I'm a bit new at streaming on Twitch. So I have the output here, that's the bitrate, and the video. See, base canvas resolution, output scaled resolution, and it's the same resolution, right? Let me check the video stats as well. Display capture, transform, flip the screen. Let's see if that's better. Ah, thank you, my friend. I learned something new today. It's better now, right? Thank you very much. I've added an intro video for the stream today as the stream is starting, and I think I've moved the display capture around and it snapped somewhere else just by mistake. That's what it was, because I fit the intro video for the stream to screen, and I think I moved the display capture. Thanks a lot for noticing. Saudi Magics, I actually see you streaming at times as well. Yeah, I actually checked the last epoch on Twitch before going online. I was just following my schedule, my daily schedule for that, but I noticed there was no one streaming, which is kind of curious. Yeah, not the best place to be in right now. Just get back. Pretty much applying the strategy from the beacon from earlier. Now I should be able to get them all. Static orb. Big damage. Okie dokie. I sure look just fine, Saudi, don't worry about it. You don't see your viewers complaining. So I'm going to be online for this echo only. I finish my daily streams on 7 p.m. Central Europe time, but we'll pick it up from where we left it off tomorrow. Tomorrow is another day. So in the meantime, guys, in the last 5 minutes of the daily stream, if you wanna follow me on Twitch, that would be great. You can check out the schedule to see when I'm online ahead of time and all that jazz. You know what to do. All the info is in the about section and the schedule section of the Twitch channel. Don't make me beg. Thank you for following, Saudi. Normally, you would see your name on the screen with a nice animation. But today the Streamlabs chatbot has died, as the title says. Basically in the dashboard for CloudBot, I turned it off. I changed the name for the channel bot, right? And I turned off the chatbot. And I cannot turn on the switch. I can actually show you because it's funny. And I talked to Streamlabs support about it. So this is the dashboard and we go to CloudBot here. And if I click on it, nothing happens, it's turned off. And apparently it's a backend issue on their side and where developers were sleeping earlier on. I guess we're on the West Coast. So I just have to wait, raise the ticket. I just have to wait for them to activate CloudBot again for my account. So this means no commands, no alerts, stuff like that for today. But hopefully by tomorrow it will be fixed. So let's finish this echo quick. And then I will bid you farewell until tomorrow. German efficiency, German punctuality. Punctuality? Is that even a word in English? I'm not a native English speaker. What is he doing? Ah, he's the familiar one who revives after 2 seconds. Too old, too old. Once you get over 180 years old, as I am, it's too late. Now, my friends, I'm 36. 36. Been a gamer all my time, all my life, ever since I was a little kid, and I never stopped really. 36 years old. How about you guys? Make me feel old. Tell me how young you are. I guess there are a lot of players our age, Eternal God, because who's gonna play Last Epoch? A lot of guys who love Diablo 2 and then just saw epic fail after epic fail when it came to releases ever since Diablo 3. And we're still waiting for that nice ARPG hack and slash which will scratch our itch and fill the void left by Grim Dawn maybe, or Diablo 2, two of my favorite games of all time. So it makes sense. Let me get out of here. Actually, I want to test the follower alerts because before going on the stream, they actually showed on the screen. So let me just check that out. After this, guys, after Scorpions are the last from the flame gate, I think, Ash gate. So we're almost done. Yes. So let me just test like the follow. I guess you can see it on the screen, the animation, right? Yeah, you can see the animation. So that's working. What is not working is the bot commands. Hopefully I'll be able to turn it on tomorrow. So until we leave the screen, if you want to see your name on the screen with a nice animation and make me happy for the rest of the evening, you can go on the channel and follow. I promise I'll also do shoutouts and be forever grateful. Let's just get the remaining stability in this echo and then log out for the night. Healing Scarab. Well, if I'm not going to get to the Healing Scarab, it's just going to keep healing, right? Yeah, it was called a LAN party, Saudi. We did that as well. Trundled with our computers as little kids and connected by LAN cables. Ben, I originally come from Bucharest. Bucharest is the capital city of Romania, so it's a country in Southeastern Europe. And we lived in apartment blocks. Bucharest is full of 10-story apartment blocks, 10-story buildings. And we would do LAN connections in the apartment blocks. So we would just connect our PCs from our apartments with cables outside, and then we managed to extend the cable over a very large street. So at night we went with the cable and we extended it over the street. And then we connected with some other nuts from from across the street, and yeah, we were playing like StarCraft, the Brood War, yeah, and some people were playing Counter-Strike. I wasn't big on Counter-Strike myself, and Diablo 2 afterwards, Red Alert. But now we're all connected with high bandwidth internet that sometimes fails. Like yesterday, if you're living in Germany. So yeah, good times, nice to reminisce. And you'll see that we can talk about all sorts of topics. I have a lot of stories to tell you from my 46 years of existence. Thanks a lot for joining, guys, and remember to follow the channel. Check out the schedule, check out the About section. I'm live daily from 5:30 p.m. Central Europe time, and on Saturdays I do the weekly stream, which is longer, 3-4 hours at 8 p.m. Central Europe time. See you tomorrow. Bye bye, have a good one, take care.